Good morning, OKC. To quote the great, well, depending on the meaning of the word great, Zaza Pachulia, nothing easy, nothing easy. We're going to game 7. Game 7, baby. Game 7. Yeah, so the Oklahoma City Thunder fall on the road at Ball Arena in Denver, 119-107 in a game that just frankly did not go the Thunder's way. This is what you would refer to as a no good, very bad day. Litany of issues. But, frankly, despite the fact it was a 12-point loss, you felt like this thing could have gotten worse. And, I'm not trying to hit you with the copium here, but let's get down to brass tacks. It's really hard to win a game 6 on the road in a closeout scenario. That is hard to do regardless of who you are. San Antonio Spurs in 2014, who ended up winning the NBA title, couldn't do it against a 8-seeded Dallas Mavericks team. You saw like those elite Kobe teams struggle, in that 2010 run, to put away the Thunder. It took them a fight to put away the Phoenix Suns. All throughout history, you see teams go on the road in these game 6s with your back against the wall. It is hard to just close out a team and shut them down on their home court, especially when it comes to a championship pedigree type of team like the Denver Nuggets. That was a team that knew what they were going to, like what they wanted to do, knew how to win in a scrap, and knew how to complete the little things. And for the Thunder, it wasn't even like, of course the little things weren't great. The free throw shooting was horrendous. I mean, maybe not. No, it was horrendous. A 62.5 from the stripe is not acceptable. But just if you look at how this game went, just there are several moments where just the bottom fell out. The 3-point shooting was abysmal. Overall, it was 11 for 40, 27.5%. But there was a stretch where they missed 13 straight 3-pointers. You're not going to win a game like that in general in the playoffs against a good team, let alone on the road in a game 6. Like that's just not winning basketball. And I think you can look at a litany of issues for OKC. Everyone's pinpointing on J-Dub. He was not good. 6 points, an assist. The shooting, 3 for 16. I mean, that's dreadful. But he was not the only reason this team lost. There are a lot of folks who have a hand in that for sure. SGA on the surface, really just excellent, efficient ball game. 32 points, 11 for 16 shooting. But those 4 fouls in the first half completely took the air out of this ball game. The Thunder were rolling. They were up 10, 12-ish, whatever like that. And then you just have a frustrating, just kind of, dumb foul on Nikola Jokic, who, you can say if it was a foul, whatever. I don't care. You don't lunge in like that in that scenario. He was kind of risking it a couple times. He had a risky challenge at one point on a guy that, thankfully wasn't called. Shea was just too risky with fouling in such a crucial, important moment. And, if you got 42 minutes of Shea tonight, what does that do for the game? Does that flip the game? I mean, it'd be massive. It was just a poor performance across the board for the guys. The role players outside of Alex Caruso and Cason Wallace weren't really much at all. Caruso once again hit a couple timely, or like just solid threes. Cason Wallace had a stretch there where he was an absolute defensive menace, hitting big shots as well. But look, overall, this team has to perform better back at Paycom Center. Well, me and Jameson will hop on and do a long preview on this. I just kind of want to focus on 6 here, but this is the type of game where nothing's going right for you, and everything's going right for the home team. And Jokic got to the line 12 times, 10 for 12. He was playing the game he wants to play. 14 rebounds, 29 points. Like, that was great. Jamal Murray, who everyone made a big deal about in this game, like, oh, he's sick, blah, blah, blah. We all knew what he was going to do. We all knew he was going to show up and perform because that's just how this sort of thing goes. And yeah, he probably was sick, but there's just a level folks go to. And Murray went to that. 25 points, 8 rebounds for Jamal Murray and 7 assists. He was great. A plus 28 in this one. Take it or leave it on single plus minus. Christian Brown, great performance from him, 23 points. And Julian freaking Strother, the guy who has been shelved basically until game 5, had a coming out party for, just a century, and it looks like David Allen has finally found, a solid guy off the bench. In 20 minutes, he had 15 points, 3 for 4 from three. So, and they were massive back-breaking threes, by the way. Strother, that felt like found money for sure. Free throw differential in this one, 32 free throws for the Nuggets, 16 for the Thunder. That tells a lot, I feel like, about how the game was officiated, but it's a home scenario. The Nuggets know the Thunder well. When you're at this point of the series, you know everyone's ticks, you know the things that work, the things that don't, and it was not the reason Oklahoma City lost, especially when you miss 6 of those 16 free throws. You're just not in any position to complain about the officiating or scoring or any of that. It's not enough. It's not good enough. It's frustrating. This game was very frustrating if you're a Thunder fan, but it's like I said, it's hard to win game sixes. It would have been I would have been impressed. I would have been surprised. I kind of mentioned this on the preview that I thought that Denver was going to take this thing to 7. I thought they were too experienced, too long in the tooth, and they got it done. So now we're moving to 7. Jameson and I will do a longer depth preview on that. We have a couple days between now and then. First time in the series that you have more than 1 day gap. 2:30 tip off there on ABC on Sunday. Massive game. We'll see what this team's made of. Just initial thoughts. I mean, I think the Nuggets are going to be tough to beat, but you like your odds being at home quite a bit more, especially in that environment. Your role players heat up, their role players cool down. It all balances out a bit. We'll see how it all shakes out, and we'll preview this much more in depth. But for now, I just wanted to kind of put this game 6 to bed. It's hard to win a series, man. It is hard to win a series, especially against a good damn team. The Nuggets are that. I stand by the fact I think this is the best team in the NBA that's not the Oklahoma City Thunder right now. And whoever wins this ball game, I truly think is going to be hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of the season. So we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to be a dogfight in game 7. I'm excited to talk about it with y'all coming up here in a bit. But until then, y'all have a great rest of your day. Thunder up, everybody. Keep the faith. We're going game 7.